All right. Hello and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I apologize in advance if I ramble or I'm awkward, but I'm going to do my best here. As the title tells all, I decided after much thought and lots of repeatedly telling myself I was going to do it and then never following through, I finally started an OnlyFans. So I'm just going to be on here to tell you my experience with it, how things went for me, basically what I've learned so far. It's been running for actually going and having stuff posted on it for 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks yesterday. But what I'm going to do here is a review of the first 2 weeks. So I wrote down the numbers, how much I made, which I realize everybody wants to know that, what I learned, what I used to promote, like where I used to promote, what I have set up for pages. I actually have 2 pages, so how I operate those pages, and then kind of where I'm planning to go from here to continue to try and grow, etc. And then I'll do another update probably at 1 month, 2 months, see how it goes. I'll continue to do updates if people actually watch this. Well, first of all, I'm going to start off with what I decided to make for pages. And also I apologize because I talk with my hands, so I hope that's not too distracting. So what I made for pages was I did a lot of research, and everything that I read said you should have a free page and you should have a VIP paid page. So that's what I did. Basically what I'm posting on my free page is on my main feed that everybody can see who subscribes to my free page. I'm posting sexy pictures in lingerie, underwear, nothing completely nude, not even topless, just like basically teaser photos. And then I'm also posting on my free page on the main feed unlockable videos and pictures. So, which means there's a price on them. So say you make a video of XYZ and you want to sell that to people for $5, that can be right on your main feed, $5, unlock that video, and they get to watch it. So that's great. You can still make money on a free page. You can also send out mass DMs on a free page that are a certain price for the people to unlock them, the subs to unlock them. So that's what I'm doing on my free page. On the VIP page, so mine is $6.99 to subscribe. I did do a couple little promos, like 10% off or whatever, but $6.99 to subscribe. You cannot lock on your main feed, you cannot lock videos or pictures like I was talking about on the free page. So on a paid page, you cannot lock stuff on your main feed. It has to be whatever you post on your main feed is like whoever's subscribed, whoever pays that $6.99, they can see all of that. So on my main feed, what I post is topless, some complete nudes, etc. And then if I have a video that I want to send out that's going to be extra than just your subscription price, you can send that out in a DM, direct message to your subs on the VIP page. So that's what I've been doing as far as content. And also, so generally I'm using the same videos on my free page as I am on my VIP page, but if I post this video of X on my free page, it's $5.99. If I send it out as a DM on my VIP paid page, it's $4.99. So it's kind of an incentive to subscribe. You pay $7 a month, but if you're planning on buying my videos throughout the week, I'm trying to send out 2 videos per week on Wednesdays and Saturdays. You get them for a lesser price. So it kind of works out in the end, and it's worth it's incentive to get those people on the free page over to the VIP page. If they're going to be buying that pay-per-view content, they might as well try and get it cheaper, if that makes any sense. So that's what I'm doing as far as content posting, what I'm doing, how I'm setting it up. Like I said, my main advertising has been through Reddit. So it's taken, I had never used Reddit in my life before I started this. I have no following, and I should have said this probably at the beginning of the video, but I have no following. I am trying to not have everybody in my life find out that I'm doing this. My husband obviously knows, and etc. But I'm trying to grow this without everybody that I already know in my life finding out that I'm doing this. So I've started everything from scratch. I started an Instagram from scratch. I started a Reddit from scratch. I started Twitter from scratch. YouTube, obviously this is my first video. I started YouTube from scratch. Everything is not in any way related to anything else that I have social media wise. Reddit is where I'm doing the majority of my advertising. And Reddit is hard. Like, I'm learning and I'm slowly getting it. I mean, I've had a million posts get deleted because I was trying to learn, but I am slowly learning. It's a little bit frustrating to use, but it's working. I'm getting people from there. So to me, that makes it worth it. Trying to figure it out, trying to build up my karma. Like, I literally started my Reddit page the same day that I started my OnlyFans. So I had zero karma. I had zero even idea about subreddits. I didn't even know how to turn on my not safe for work available, like on my profile, so that I could see the subreddits. Like, it was a learning process, but I am figuring that out, and Reddit is working for me as far as bringing subs, mainly, like I said, mainly to my free page, but I am getting some of them then converting to my VIP page, because obviously I have cross-referenced the pages in the bio of each other, if that makes sense. Like I said, I do have an Instagram, and I did fall for one of the Instagram scams where they say, like, pay this much and we're going to promote you and guarantee you these followers. Don't do that. Do not do that. It's a scam. They get you followers, but the followers are all bots. They're not real people, and they're never going to interact with you, and it's a waste of money. Don't do that. Also, if you have an Instagram, don't fall for the sugar daddy scams, because there's a million of them too. They just keep DMing you saying, oh, they want to be your sugar daddy. They're going to spend all this money on you. It's a scam. Don't fall for it. And yeah, don't do I'm not saying all paid promotion is bad. I'm sure there is paid promotion out there that is good, but I got scammed. So don't do that. Be careful, or be very, very careful with who you're paying to promote you on Instagram, especially in my experience. So yeah, I tried that. That's a no-go. But I am going to, my plan is, maybe today even, I'm going to try and start doing reels on Instagram and see how that goes, because there is lots of Reddit groups that give advice, and some of the girls say they do really well with reels and with TikToks, and I haven't tried either one of those. I'm nervous about TikTok. I don't know why. I feel like everybody I know is on there, so there's a better chance of me getting found out on there, but maybe not. So, but those are on my list of things to try next. What else do I need to tell you? The one thing that I'm finding is I have a lot of people asking me on Reddit, especially, you get lots of messages on Reddit after you post, and I have a lot of people asking me on there to take other forms of payment. They don't want to go to OnlyFans, or they say they don't want it on their credit card, or they say whatever. They say they want to buy sexting with you, or they want to buy XYZ from you, but they don't want to pay on OnlyFans. They want to pay on a Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, whatever. I considered it, and then everything I read said don't do it. So I just say no. Like, no, I only accept payment on OF. That's it. And that feels like, I always feel guilty, because I'm like, oh, you're turning away business. But if they want to buy your content, they will pay there, because it's safe. It protects your identity, and it's really hard to find another payment method that you don't have to use your real name. And obviously you don't, or myself, I don't want my real name out there. I don't want them to know who I am. You know what I mean? I want my identity protected, and OnlyFans does that. So that's why I choose to say I'm only taking payment through them. So that's something else to be aware of. You will be asked that. I've also been asked, like, to use different methods for messaging, and I have Snapchat. I'd never had it before, but I downloaded it and I do use it a little bit, but not a ton. Like, I still say if they have to pay on OF first, and then we go over and do whatever on Snapchat, that's fine. But, you know, there's so many of them trying to get stuff for free from you. Just be careful. Make sure that you're getting paid up front. Same, that's the other thing I was going to say, customs, make sure you're getting paid up front. I learned that the hard way. they will ask you to do a video. And I thought, okay, well, I'll just do the video and I'll send it to them in a direct message with a locked amount on it. So I spent the time, I did the video, and then I sent it to them with a, like, they couldn't open it unless they paid the $10 or whatever it was. And then they just disappear. They never, so that whole time is wasted for you. So don't do custom content unless you get payment up front either. That's also a policy that I learned very quickly. So I think those are the majority of the things that I would tell somebody who's just starting out. Don't make those mistakes. I made them. Learn from me, basically. So I started my OnlyFans on November 3rd of 2022. Like I said, 0 following, nothing to start with. Everything was started from scratch. So, and I also, like I said, I also have 2 pages. So I'll try to pop it up here on the screen. Free to subscribe page with the pay-per-view content from November 3rd to November 17th. The first 2 weeks that I was up and running, I made gross $1,114.90. And obviously OnlyFans takes 20% of that. So net, I made in those 2 weeks $891.90 on my free to subscribe pay-per-view page. And then on my VIP page, so paid to subscribe, $6.99, I made in the same 2 weeks gross $204.84, net $163.86 after an OnlyFans takes their 20% off. So the total that I made in the first 2 weeks on the 2 pages combined was $1,055.76. Now, I was quite happy with that because I didn't know what to expect. So I think like this is great. If we can keep this up, I'm thrilled. Will it keep up? I have no idea. I do find that you get a lot of like ups and downs. Like I'm like, oh, great. I almost made it to 350 subscribers. And then the next time I look, I'm like, oh, I'm down to 345 again. Like you gain and lose people lots, which I thought at first that concerned me, but everything I've read says that that is normal. So it's been fun. It's been lots to learn. It's been a lot of time, which please take that into consideration. Like I have spent a lot of time doing this in those 2 weeks. Like full-time job hours easily I have spent doing this, which I'm sure the longer that you're going, the easier it gets, but it's a lot of time. One thing that I did do this week, which is my 3rd week, is I took all my content on one day and I scheduled the posts so the pictures post the same time each day. Best thing I could have done because that frees up a lot of your time. It was one full day to get all the content taken and edited and scheduled in the QE or whatever you call it to post. But now I don't have to worry about that every day. Like, oh, and it's a consistent time. It posts like at 9 a.m. every day is the time I chose. So I find that that was really, really helpful as far as time-wise, because now I just go on, you know what I mean, 5 or 6 times a day, check my messages, go on and do my Reddit advertising. I try to do kind of different times throughout the day, posting to the subreddits, but it's not quite as time consuming. It was like one whole day. I spent the whole Monday, I did it all, and then it was done for the week. That worked really well for me, but it took me a couple weeks to get into the groove and kind of learn what I was doing, and then I was ready to do that. Hopefully this was helpful, and if you have any questions or anything else you want me to do videos on, just write me a little comment below, and I will try to, like I said, do another one of these at 1 month, and then kind of keep you guys informed on what's working for me and what's not working, and any tips or things that I've learned that could help you if you're starting.